Something of a change to Caribbean weather over the next few days. It has been very unsettled, but already we're beginning to see a ridge of high pressure beginning to build in. It's tended to force the fronts away towards the north. But the thing that really catches the eye is the change in the wind direction, and plenty of it too across northwestern Europe. Now, it's been as cold as -13 over in Moscow, but you see by Thursday even there's a slight warming process going on, and over the next few days that cold pool of air will gradually retreat over towards the east, and then you'll see much of the body of the continent getting into positive territory, well above zero, in fact in many cases even as far east as Kiev as we move into the start of next week. Things are changing back towards the British Isles as well. We've seen this high pressure around there for almost 2 weeks or so, but as I say, things are set to change. It will gradually sink away towards the south, and then as we move towards the weekend particularly, the isobars squeezing up there, a lot of wind to come across the British Isles, and you see from the kinks in the isobars too that fronts occasionally will work their way down and across the British Isles. And that's all some way away. Let's come back to today. There's a slow start yet again underneath that high pressure. I can assure you that Bristol is lurking out there somewhere. The skies are beginning to clear, and I think some of this mist and fog will lift during the afternoon, but patches may well persist from Gloucestershire through the South Midlands and down towards Hampshire. Take care if you're on the move. But there is a glorious slot of sunshine there up across the Midlands and towards the Lincolnshire coast. Further north, signs of a change there with a cloud thick enough for the odd spot of drizzle, but at least it's relatively mild in the north. Now, through the course of the night, so we'll see this cloud and rain gradually working its way south through Scotland in towards Northern Ireland, perhaps getting as far as the border region as we move on through the night. In the north, with all the cloud, at least it's going to stay relatively warm, but further south, watch out for a very hard frost. -7 certainly down towards the south, could even get as low as -10. So for Thursday, something of a north-south split to start off the day. Still the problems with the mist and fog in the south. Further north, that weakening band of cloud, rain, perhaps a little bit of snow too over the higher grounds, just beginning to ease its way towards the border through Northern Ireland and eventually into the north of Wales. And underneath that front, I don't think it's going to feel like much of a day really, because there won't be much sunshine around and it will feel pretty chilly, only 4 or 5 degrees. To the north, showers rattling in. To the south, well, again, a slow day in prospect. Now, the winds are going to start to pick up, as we've already seen. They're coming in from a relatively mild direction as we move on through the weekend, but they could touch gale, if not severe gale force at times. So do take care if you're on the move or you're thinking about sailing in the inshore waters around about the north of Britain particularly as we move on through the next few days. At least things are going to get a good deal milder though. You see the intensifying of the colours there across England, Wales, Northern Ireland too as we move on through the next few days. So for Friday, a complete change. No high pressure to be seen really. It's a question of wind and fronts bringing cloud and rain in from the north and west. And that really sets the scene as we move in towards the weekend, because that cloud and band of rain will gradually work its way towards the south. Notice the isobars all the while through the weekend. So for both Saturday and Sunday, showers or wet weather wherever you may be.